Yes. Okay, we are gonna do the pop up. We gotta get the dream catcher in the background now. We are here for the pop up open house. So welcome. Pop open the Q&A and we're gonna begin. So some of you guys are on Zoom and some of you guys are on Instagram. And that's great. Doesn't matter where you are. Wherever you are is perfect. But we are doing a pop up open house. Popping up. So what is a pop-up open house? So pop-up open house is if you're interested in joining the Yummy Mummy experience, or you just want to know more about it, or you want to lose weight for the last time, you're in the right spot. You're in the right place. Tears. Hello. Hey, Carla. How are you? Okay. So I want you guys to ask me all the questions. And this is like the land of the FAQ. Hello, Lori. Hello, Katie. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, Lauren. Hello, Megan. Yes. Hey, Emily, what's going on, girl? Okay, so this is the pop-up open house. So if you want to lose weight for the last time, if you want to become free from food forever, if you want to pass down a healthy legacy to your children around body image and relationship with food, this is for you. And it's pretty informal, it's pretty casual. You guys can ask me anything at any time. I'm going to tell you what the Yummy Mummy experience is and how to join, and I'm going to go over all the FAQs. Now, here's the thing with the FAQs. I literally answer anything, like very, very honestly. So if you have anything, don't be afraid to ask because number one, I've heard it before. Number two, if you know you're not going to be on here, Rebecca, hello, Joe. Yes, if you know you're not going to be on here for the whole time, remember that on my website, lauraconley.com, you can click work with me. And at the bottom of the page, there is like endless. Hello, Tammy. What's going on, girlfriend? I just want to let you guys know that at the bottom of that page, there are like endless FAQs. So if you have a question, you can probably find the answer on there if you know you can't be on here for the whole entire day. Now, this recording will be on Instagram. It will live on Instagram. You can't miss it. Look at this crazy shirt. You guys, this crazy shirt has crazy matching pants too. It's so fun. I'm not wearing the crazy matching pants today, but maybe this weekend. So ask me anything. Now, remember, today is the last day that you can apply for the Yummy Mummy experience. We start tomorrow and we go all the way till July and we lose weight for the last time. Okay, so yes, Carla. Oh my God, good job. Okay, Carla is rocking her Yummy Mummy map. She hasn't had any sweets. It's amazing. You feel so amazing. She's so proud. Yes, exactly. Congrats. It's the best news ever. Okay, so here's what I want to talk to you guys about. What is the Yummy Mummy experience? Okay, the Yummy Mummy experience is a program that is designed to get you to lose weight for the last time. It's not only designed, it's guaranteed. Like, this is what you're getting when you sign up. So I'm going to tell you all the little details, like how you get access to me, how you get your questions answered, how you figure out what you're going to eat. I'm going to answer all those little questions, but big high level picture is you want to sign up for the Yummy Mummy experience if you've tried everything under the sun and nothing has worked. This is the new and different thing. This is a thing that will create permanent weight loss for you. You weighing what you want to weigh once and for freaking all. Okay. So that is what you get when you sign up. You at your dream come true weight. And really what that means. Like, what does that mean for you? Like, who cares you weighing what you want to weigh? I mean, you know why you care, right? But why? Is it because you have that unapologetic confidence once you cross that line? Is it because you feel good in your skin? Is it because you feel healthy and light and alive? Like, what is it? Why do you care about losing weight for the last time? And that is what you're signing up for, the feeling of lightness in your body, the feeling of comfort in your skin, the feeling of zest for the day. You wake up without the freaking shame spiral of what happened yesterday. And instead, you like skip. I mean, I know for some of you guys, this feels like so unbelievable. I promise you it's possible. You literally skip, gallop, and gallivant into your closet and can wear anything. You can go shopping in your closet. You love the experience of getting dressed. Hello, Sam. So I really want to encourage you to stay focused on that result. I'm going to go over every little detail, every little specificity thingy dingy, but that is what you're signing up for. So if that is what you want, this is your program. Remember, this is new and different. This is like Nothing else you have ever tried. Now, why? Some people are like, I don't understand how this is different. The reason why it's different is because it's not a diet. I'm not like your, kind of run of the mill nutritionist or personal trainer, right? Nothing wrong about diet. Not like I'm not even shaming other diets. I'm not even shaming other things that are out there. It's just not what worked for me. So what worked for me is what I teach you. What worked for all hundreds of my clients at this point, this is what will work for you. This is new and different. So what is new and different about this program compared to the other programs? Okay, so number one, we balance your hunger hormone. So we're not like counting anything. There's no calorie deficit. There's no macros. There's no meal prepping. We are going to create a plan that you love. It's actually easy for you to follow that balances your hunger hormones. Because when your hunger hormones are balanced, you effortlessly lose weight. Your body uses the fat on your body for fuel and you burn it off. It really is crazy. I remember when I was losing weight for the last time, I would be like scared to get on the scale because I would have eaten like a full 3 meals or, like I would have eaten nutritious, like nutrient dense, nice hearty meals the day before. And I'd be scared to get on the scale because I was used to starving myself in order to lose weight. I didn't know another way. But when your hunger hormones are balanced, you are running like a well-oiled machine. This is a way our bodies are supposed to operate. Most of us are operating with an imbalance in our hunger hormones. So it makes it so freaking hard to lose weight. It's like you're climbing an uphill, steep. Like the steep is like a 14er if you're in Colorado. I'm like looking at one out my window right now. It's so steep. It feels impossible. And it basically is because it's not, can you do it for a little while? Yes, but it's not sustainable. So that's one reason as to why it's different is because we balance your hunger hormones. Okay. It's the first thing we do. It's how we get you from point A to point B. Point A, right? You're struggling. You don't feel like yourself. You kind of dread the weekends. You're like kind of dreading your life, right? You're like consumed by this. You're overthinking it, overcalculating it, figuring out what you're going to do, throwing in the towel and being like, screw it. But then like also hating yourself because you don't feel good when you eat that kind of way, right? So that's point A. And then point B is you at your dream come true rate and what that represents for you. So you have to know why. And you guys do know. You guys have lists and paragraphs. You know exactly why you want this because you want to live your best life. You want to feel like yourself, right? And that is your right. That is your right. I want to offer too. I mean, it sounds like a little dramatic, but it's your responsibility too. It's your right and your responsibility. Now, it's not your fault you haven't figured this out yet because our culture doesn't teach us how to figure out. It keeps giving us the wrong solution to our problem. And we keep trying to apply it. It's like banging our heads against the wall, right? So why else is this new and different? So that was number one, balancing your hormones. Number two, we're rewiring your brain. We're literally going to, have you guys heard of neuroplasticity? So cool. This is the rewiring of your brain so your brain can work for you, not against you. It's probably working a little bit against you right now. Do you guys notice that? Can you tell? Yes, you can. Because you're like, I just ate that cupcake. I didn't even want to eat that cupcake. It just like happened before I even had a conversation with myself about it. Or you just eat like the whole bag of potato chips, or you're just like picking at your husband's sandwich, or whatever the thing is, or your kids' food, right? We're going to rewire your brain so that your brain works for you, not against you, and it performs habits that gives you the result that you want over and over and over and over again. It's the coolest freaking thing, right? So like right now, your brain is performing habits that are not serving you. So this is the thing is I don't want you to have to constantly think about this for the rest of your life. I want you to be able to heal this once and for freaking all. And the way we do that is we rewire your brain so your brain performs habits on autopilot that serve you, right? It's just like making your bed. Maybe you didn't used to make your bed and just automatically didn't make your bed, but it wasn't serving you because it didn't set you up for the day that you wanted to have, right? And then you're like, you know what? I really want to make my bed every day. So you had to be very effortful. You had to think about it every day. You're like, before I brush my teeth, I'm going to make my bed. I'm not allowed to brush my teeth until I make my bed. So you make your bed. You had to be very effortful about making your bed for 3 weeks, whatever, 6 weeks, whatever it is. And then you just automatically make your bed. I swear to God, you guys, it's the same thing with food choice. I'm going to help you to rewire your brain so it becomes effortless. This is us taking you from a diet brain, a yo-yo brain, to a yummy, yummy mind, a healed, naturally thin brain that just automatically performs habits that serve you and the result that you want, which is you weighing what you want to weigh. So cool. So we balance your hunger hormones. Then what do we do next? Quiz, pop quiz. We rewire your brain. Then we learn how to feel feelings. Did you know that you don't know how to feel feelings? Did you know this is like the best news that I could teach you, tell you, whatever? So I was actually an emotional eater, and I did not know that I was an emotional eater. Crazy town, crazy craze. I did not know that I was an emotional eater. I thought an emotional eater was someone who they just had a really stressful day, or something really shitty happened, and then they ate like a pint of ice cream and a bag of chips or whatever at the end of the day, or they're like raiding the pantry. And I was like, I don't do that. But what I realized is that emotional eating is anytime you're eating when you're not physically hungry. So if you are eating when you're not physically hungry, you're just a little bit bored, right? Or you just like want have a little fun, right? There's positive emotional eating and negative emotional eating. Eating for feelings that are positive, eating for feelings that are negative. So anytime you're eating that's not for physical hunger, it seriously is an emotional eat. Now, it's not bad or wrong, right? You're not like in trouble if you're eating emotionally. You just want to look and say, see, like, hey, is this serving me? Is me eating for emotional reasons, is that working out for me? Or do I want to heal that? Right? So inside the program, we learn how to feel feelings. So cool. We were not taught this. So you're going to learn how to feel and process through a feeling instead of eat the feeling. So you might feel bored, and instead I'm going to teach you how to feel through boredom. It doesn't take very long. It takes like 30 seconds. You're going to feel through the feeling of boredom, and you're not going to eat. Because when we do that, we don't get the result we want, right? And it doesn't actually solve the boredom in the long run. It solves it for like, I don't know, 15 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, but we're still bored. Or maybe you're really anxious and you're eating, or you're a little like stressed, or you're mad, or your kids are being freaking assholes, whatever. I mean, I don't know from experience or anything, but then you want to go eat because you like deserve a little reward or a little treat, or this will make it better, right? Those are all examples of eating emotionally. Now, you're not bad or wrong. This is again what our culture teaches us to do. Our culture teaches us that food will fix feelings, that food is a great escape, a great way to avoid, and it will fix it. Now, if it actually worked, I would be like, game, but like it doesn't actually work because you still have those feelings later on. It doesn't actually solve the problem. And then it compounds the problem because then you feel a little guilty, or you feel a little regretful, or you feel a little shameful because you ate the thing. Now, maybe some of you don't, it doesn't matter, right? So that is an emotional eat. I'm going to teach you how to feel bored, or how to celebrate without eating 5 pieces of cake, or fill in the blank. I'm going to teach you how to feel anxious or mad or frustrated or restless. I'm going to teach you how to feel feelings. Now, there's sometimes feelings that come up when we want to eat the thing that we said we weren't going to eat. I teach you how to feel those feelings too. It's really not that bad, I promise you guys. Because the deal is you're already uncomfortable over here. You're already uncomfortable at point A, right? Eating the way that you're eating right now, feeling the way that you're feeling, you're already uncomfortable. So are you willing to be a little bit uncomfortable and feeling the feeling of restlessness or anxiety in your body in order to weigh what you want? This is the discomfort that I offer. This is the discomfort. I'm like, this is the one you want, because it actually gets you somewhere where then you're eventually comfortable. If you don't take my form of discomfort and you stay over here, you're just uncomfortable forever. At least this moves you forward and then you're eventually comfortable. What? Let's do it that way. That's so much better. Okay, are you on board? Plus, you guys, if you learn how to feel your feelings, you can do anything in your life, because that is the reason why we do or don't do anything, is because of a feeling that maybe we're scared to feel, or maybe we really want to feel, right? So this gives you crazy, unflappable confidence to go after your life. It's amazing. The ability to feel feelings, the ability to create real habit change by rewiring our brains it's priceless, okay? So far we've talked about balancing hunger hormones, rewiring our brains, feeling feelings. These are top 3 so far. I'm going to go into 4 and 5 on why this program is very new and very different from what you have tried before. This is like irresistible. The fact that the Yummy Mummy experience like literally exists is a thing that you can like buy is crazy. Like, it's crazy. I almost want to be like, I'm sorry, this exists. Like, you have to buy it. Like, it's like the guy at the ski shop the other day. He's like, you're gonna kill me, because I'm like, my feet freeze on the mountain. I've done everything. I've tried everything. He's like, you're gonna be so mad at me. So then he shows me these like battery powered heaters that you can put in your boots. They're expensive. He's like, I'm sorry. Because he knew that I was going to have to buy them. Right. And that's a little bit how I feel with the Yummy Yummy experience. I'm like, I'm going to tell you about it. And you're going to have to buy it because it's like the best thing that exists on the market. It really, truly, genuinely is. And it works. It's like, I still talk to my husband all the time about, like, can you believe that this is like been created and it works? He's like, yeah, I can't believe it. We've like talked about it like 4,000 times. I know. I'm like, but it's amazing, right? He's like, babe, it's very amazing. I'm like, no, we gotta talk about it more. It's like the best thing ever. Okay. So, number 4, accountability. Now, there are other programs out there that do offer accountability, but what I teach you is inner accountability. So, there is outer accountability in my program where you are writing in on a daily basis. It takes like, I don't know, 3 to 7 minutes, let's say. You're writing into our Slack group, which is our community. It's a online app. It's super easy to use, super stupid easy to use. So if that like freaks you out, don't be freaked out about it. Okay. So you use Slack. You can have it on your phone. You can have a computer, whatever. You pop in your daily, what I call daily download every single day. So great because it actually sets you up for a really good day. It makes you feel really good. So it's awesome. I love it. My clients love doing their daily download, but that is your outer accountability. You're accountable to me and you're accountable to the group. Every day you're popping that in. Right? But as you're doing that, we're learning the skill of inner accountability, of how to honor your own word, of how to make your own word more important than any other word out there. Any other word out there, right? Like so many of us, we keep our word to our partners, we keep our word to our friends, to like the freaking PTA committees, we keep our word to our kiddos, right? We're keeping our word, we need to learn the skill of honoring our word to ourselves and knowing why it matters, right? So we do a lot of that work inside the Yummy Yummy experience, okay? So that's number 4, outer and inner accountability. I used to think that it was just like the way you were born, right? Like that you were just born as somebody that needed outer accountability, or you were born as somebody who could just like keep their word to themselves. No, this is a skill that you can learn. And it's really, again, it's not that hard. Now, are you going to do it perfectly? No, but I'm going to teach you how to get back up when you don't do it perfectly. That is a huge problem, right? In diet culture, is that they teach like either you do it perfectly or you don't do it at all. This was my life for like 20 years. I was either eating all the things, gaining all the weight, feeling like complete ass emotionally and physically, or I was like trying to do a diet perfectly, which is impossible, and beating myself up along the way and starving. There is a middle way. There is a middle path. There is and both. Okay, so lastly, I teach the concept I call fun love. Okay, so we're going to be, and no one believes me. No one also believes me with the hunger hormones. They're like, I'm not going to love this plan. I'm going to hate it. Every plan I've ever done before, I hate. I'm just grinning and bearing it, white knuckling. No, you're going to come back and you're going to be like, I love my plan. It's amazing. I feel awesome. I don't even want to not follow my plan. Everyone comes back. Okay, so what is fun love? You guys, we can have fun on this journey. Isn't that so cool? Literally, we can have fun on this journey. This journey does not have to suck. We can enjoy the journey. I mean, we're going to do life anyways, right? You're going to be alive. You're going to be breathing. You're going to be like functioning in your world and in your day. Why can't we have fun doing it? Why can't we enjoy it? Let's go. Let's make this fun. Come on. And the other piece of that is love. Oh God, people want to barf their brains out when I tell them this. I'm like, we're going to be learning the skill and the practice of unconditional self-love. And people are like, oh my God, kill me. Can I just love myself when I want? I'm like, nope, you can't, because that's one of the reasons why you never created permanence in your weight loss, is because you didn't learn to love yourself. You have to learn to love yourself. And like, why freaking not? You're going to be with yourself all day, every day for the rest of your life. You might as well enjoy the experience. I love that I'm my own best friend. I'm going to teach you how to be your own best friend. Like, who's your favorite person in the world? Who is it? Who's your favorite person in the world? Tell me. It's like, you get to be with them all day. Did you guys know you can enjoy being with yourself? I like literally had the experience. This was like a couple months ago. I'm like in yoga, I'm like right up against the mirror. Like we moved from LA. In LA, they don't really have mirrors in the yoga studios. Here in Colorado, they have mirrors in the yoga studios. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. They got mirrors in the yoga studios. I'm like having the time of my life. The teacher's cracking jokes. I'm like laughing with myself in the mirror. It's like a microcosm of me loving myself unconditionally, which means also too is that when I make a mistake, I love myself. It's so crazy. It's so much better. I still want to evolve, right? I still want to make changes and be the best version of myself. But I love myself when I fucking face plant. Whenever, whatever comes with business, with parenting, with eating, with my marriage, with me being a human in the world. I still love myself, just like my kiddos. They make a mistake, I still love them. Do I help them to evolve to like be better humans in the world? Yeah, I help them, but from a place of love, and it works so much better. They've even proven this now. Human behavior change cannot come from beating upness, from me beating myself up emotionally, verbally. Now, can it create tiny little changes that are not permanent? Yeah, temporary, right? You beat the shit out of yourself and then you like do a cleanse for 2 days. But it doesn't work in the long run, right? You yell at your kids. Yeah, they're scared of you, but they're not going to turn out to be the human that you most likely want them to be. Now, don't beat yourself up if you are like, oh shit, my parenting. Okay, so those are the 5 pillars. That's the how. How do we get you from point A to point B? Hunger hormone balance, rewire your brain through real permanent habit change, feeling feelings, inner and outer accountability, and fun love. So fun. Be your own best friend. Come on, let's go. And I promise you're going to like that part too. Okay, so we're starting tomorrow. You got to go apply because the application's closed tonight at midnight. Okay, so Monday, today's Monday, January 23rd. If you're watching this as a recording later on, you can always go to lauraconley.com, lauraconley.com, click work with me, and you can either add yourself to the wait list if we're on a wait list, or if doors are open for enrollment, you can enroll. But today, January 23rd, 2023, 1/23/23, doors are still open and we start tomorrow. It's so exciting. It's 12:45 is our call. Now, do you have to be live on these calls? No, you don't. So go to the website, lauraconley.com, click work with me. And then from there, what you're going to do is you're just going to fill out a very easy, simple application. It's like 10-ish questions, takes 5-10 minutes. Just want to get to know you a little bit. I want to see where you are, where you've been. I just want to make sure that you don't have an active eating disorder, right? Because that's not what this is. If you've had disordered eating in the past, we all have, okay? We've all been there. Okay, so you go, you apply, and then I either accept you or I ask you some more questions, or I say, I don't think you're right for this program. Mostly everybody who applies gets in, depending, right? So the cool thing is I'm going to be on my computer today. So and my team is going to be on their computers all day today. We're going to be on our computers. So we're going to be accepting people as they roll in. So we'll send you an email as soon as you apply and be like, you're in or you're out. And then you'll make your payment. Payment is $5,000. Okay. Now, the cool thing is there's a money back guarantee. So you come, you do the work, you don't lose weight, you get your money back. I don't want to give you your money back. I want you to lose weight for the last time. Let's be honest here. It's $5,000 because it is worth triple. I promise you. Like, think about it right now. If I could go to Nordstrom and pull me off the shelf, off the rack, me, my future self, and my dream come true body at my natural weight, would I for 5K? Yeah, you would. You'd figure it out. You would. So many of us just don't believe, right? We're like, I have a history. Man, I failed so many times. Yeah, me too. So what? Keep going. This is it. This is the new and different thing. Okay. So the reason I give the money back guarantee is so that you can borrow my belief, so that it can help you take the leap, right? So that it's literally risk free. Now people will be like, well, what does that mean? Like, come and do the work. Okay. So On a weekly basis, you're going to get one lesson. Every week you're going to get one lesson. There's some bonus fun lessons in there that I offer if you want them, right? So there's a lesson every week. You watch the lesson. The lesson's anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. Cool thing is you can watch them through our private portal, which is like your private Yummy Mummy library, or the private podcast. So 30 to 60 minutes. Then there's going to be some light homework, some questions that'll go along that'll like, stoke your brain and get you interested and excited. My clients really, I need a new name because I hate to call it homework because some of us are like, ugh, homework. You're going to love it. You're going to look forward to it, right? This is like you changing you for the last time. And it's like such a cool way to get to know yourself. It's a cool way also to create some time and space for you. So many of us as moms, we've been giving, giving, giving. Give back to yourself and you will actually give to your children and your family tenfold. I promise, right? We know the analogy. Put on your oxygen mask first. Fill your cup first, right? Can't pour from an empty cup. So what's really, really cool is that we're going to be starting tomorrow. So our calls are 12:45 Mountain to 2 p.m. Mountain. So there's 75-minute calls every week on Tuesday. So you get that lesson, then you've got that light homework, and then you've got our weekly coaching calls. Now, what is a coaching call? Like, why do we need coaching? Like, what even is that, right? So coaching, it's just me helping you see your obstacles and how they're blocking you, me helping you see what's in your way, right? We have coaches for like everything. Like literally every CEO has a coach, business coaches everywhere, athletic coaches everywhere, right? They even have all different types of athletic coaches. We need coaches if we want to be successful. I don't know where we got this idea that we should be able to do this alone. No, you freaking shouldn't. You should not be able to do this alone. This is one of the most challenging things that we've come up against in our life, yeah? So we're going to need some help. It makes perfect sense. So get yourself some help. Now, what's really cool about these coaching calls is that you do it in a group format. I used to do a lot of one-on-ones. Telling you, group is so much more profound because like what if you have something that you want to bring up and you're like a little bit nervous, like you're a little bit scared to bring it up, right? Someone else will bring up the same exact thing, I promise you. You think you're so unique and that you're like the special unicorn and you don't have like your problems are different than everyone. Oh my God, watch out. We're all the same when it comes to our problems, or very, 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 very similar. So someone else, like maybe if you're nervous, they will bring the problem and then we'll come to a solution and then you get the solution too. So you get the tool too. So I love group coaching because also you get to use it as inspiration. Someone will be a step ahead of you and you'll be like, oh, if they can do it, I can do it. And if compare and despair does come up, I'm going to coach you on it. That's like an added kind of unexpected benefit that everybody gets. Everyone's like, oh my God, I love it. I never compare myself to anybody. I just cheer other women on now, right? So I teach a concept called compare and despair, to compare and aware, to compare and dare. And this is where you have all the power and you use other people in your life as as inspiration or possibility, like, oh, if they can do it, I can do it. And then you get to be that for someone else as well. So we're all like, there's that saying, it's like, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And that's what we do in the group setting. You don't have to get coached if you don't want to get coached. And if you can't come live to the calls, no big deal. We record them and we send them out right after. So again, you could watch that in the Yummy Mummy portal, the library, or the private podcast if you want to do it that way. Totally fine. Either way, totally fine. Totally up to you, however you want to do that. We do a little workshopping, a little Q&A in those coaching calls. We maybe go over some homework a little bit. So it's just really thorough and it's a really good time to just connect, right? The community is oftentimes what people are afraid of, but then it becomes like their favorite part and people make best friends with each other. They go on trips together. You don't have to do this if you don't want to do this, right? We have retreats often. And so people love to connect because they've been on this journey with each other and it's been so profound and powerful and special. And so the group ends up being really, really cool. Hi, Tara. I love seeing you. So those are our calls. So that is the kind of weekly setup, right? You've got your lesson, you've got your coaching call. We go for 6 months, you've got your light homework, and then you've got that daily download where you're popping in the answers to 10 questions. And it takes about 5-10 minutes, depending on how much time you want to spend. And then you've got Slack, which is really cool. I mentioned it before, but there's not only the part where you pop in your daily download, there's also Ask Laura. So what if you can't get coached, right? Live on the call, you can come into our Slack group and you can get coached there and I'll respond to your coaching. We can do written coaching because or maybe you miss a call, or maybe something comes up on a Wednesday and you don't want to wait till next Tuesday. You just pop it in there. There's all kinds of other channels inside Slack, like recipes, resources, challenges, discussions, housekeeping. Everything you need to know lives in there. And that is where our community really blossoms and flourishes, and people connect and are like, oh my God, I'm totally having an issue with my daughter and I totally wanted to eat my way out of it. And another client will be like, oh my God, me too. And they're kind of in it together, right? And then they're holding hands, helping them. And I'm supporting them too. So that's kind of the container and the setup. So we start tomorrow and then we go all the way through mid-July, okay? And the reason why it's 6 months is because I actually want it to be, this is another reason why it's very different and new than other programs. A lot of programs are 75 days, right? Or 21 days. It's you need a lot more time than 21 days to change a habit or multiple habits, because this is multiple habits, right? Am I right or am I right? It's many, many habits. So we need at least 6 months, right? And then at the end of the 6 months, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the Yummy Mummy for Life, the plan. I'm literally going to teach you how to do this for the rest of your life. Another reason why diets don't work or other programs that you have done don't work is because nobody teaches you that this is lifetime. You will heal your relationship with your body and with food within the 6 month time. But then after that, you have to practice, right? It's my analogy of brushing your teeth. You can't just stop brushing your teeth because you went to the dentist, every week for 6 months. No, you have to keep brushing your teeth. You have to keep brushing your brain. So the 6 month is like an immersion. You're immersed in the experience, right? And then after that, you have to spend 5 or 10 minutes every day. Is it worth it? I'm yeah, all I have to do is spend 5 or 10 minutes every day after 6 months, and I get to weigh what I want for the rest of my life. Sign me up. I'm in. Both hands raised overhead, right? And so a lot of other programs teach you that there's an end date. There's no end date. No, you're never, ever done. Which is great news. This actually should probably help you a big sigh of relief, right? So if you guys have any questions, please start popping them in, whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on Zoom. I will literally answer any question that you might have and help you through whatever could be blocking you, right? So I think it's very normal to have a lot of questions. So, okay, somebody is asking, you can ask anonymously too. I don't know if it's worth it. Ooh, it's such a good question. Yeah, my guess is that question is coming because you don't believe that it's actually going to work for you. So I want to let you know that this is going to work for you, that you're not a special unicorn. I want to shake you. I want to shake you guys because everyone says this. And I'm like, God, if I could just get everyone over that hump, I could get everyone to lose weight for the last time. Because your past, you guys, you quote unquote failing has nothing to do with whether or not you're going to be successful in the future, right? So I honestly cannot put a price on the freedom that I have now, and neither can my clients. It is worth so much more than $5,000. Is $5,000 expensive? 100% yes. But we spend $5,000 all the time on vacation, on boobs, on Botox, on skis, on bathroom remodels, on fill in the blank, right? I just want you to look at hey, maybe this actually has more usefulness. Maybe the Yummy Mummy experience is actually more valuable than me going to Florida 2 times. Maybe, maybe not. I can't decide. Only you get to decide what's worth it. But I think you being done with this once and for all is literally priceless, and it's at least worth $5,000. Again, I get that it's expensive. And then also just think about too, you're making this investment in you weighing what you want to weigh, but you're also investing in your health. You are saving so much money by healing this at the root instead of having to put a bunch of band-aids on this problem later in life. So funny, my client, I tell this story all the time. My client, her husband is a financial advisor, and he's like, Oh my God, Bree, we just saved $36,000 because you have lowered brackets in terms of the life insurance. And so they're saving $36,000 because she's in a certain bracket now. She's in like her natural weight bracket. So you will end up saving so much money. My other client, she's like, I save so much money because I'm not buying purses anymore. She's like, I'm not buying crazy like face products anymore that are like $400 because I'm confident. Before I was trying to buy all these bags and all these clothes to like build my confidence up, and now my confidence just comes from the inside out. You're going to end up saving so much money and you actually will have solved the problem. Like think about if you do Weight Watchers for like, I don't know, the next 20 years every month, or fill in the blank program. I had spent so much money on like herbs and programs and cleanses, and they didn't actually solve the problem. Isn't that crazy? Didn't actually solve the problem, but only you can decide. But I want you to take some time to actually decide what's worth more. What's worth more? Because when you invest in yourself, the return is priceless, right? What's worth more, a family vacation or a family that has a mom that's happy and content in her body? I mean, it's an easy answer once we stop and look. It's just that we haven't been trained. We haven't been trained to value coaching, to value programs like this. We've been trained to value designer handbags and vacations and fancy bathrooms. And hey, I love all that stuff. Nothing against any of that stuff. I love it, right? And secret, I'll tell you the secret. My clients will be like, yeah, I actually decided to put the vacation to Mexico on hold for the next year. And then they lost weight for the last time. And then because they learned the tools I teach, which are applicable to all other areas of their life. Hello, Morgan. Hello, Brittany. What's so freaking cool about that is then they figured out how to do both. They really did. They figured out, they got creative, they got resourceful. So, all right, what else do we have? What if it doesn't work for me? This is coming from Anonymous. This is such a good one. What if it doesn't work for you? I mean, this is so honest. Everyone has this question. Nobody signs up. 10 out of 10. No one's like, yes, I 100% believe. They're all like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm like cold sweating. I don't think I could do it. Yes, this is normal. This is why you sign up, right? Is because you don't believe. You cannot actually achieve something permanently if you don't believe in it wholeheartedly. I'm going to teach you how to believe in yourself. Best gift ever. Okay, the Yummy Mummy experience works for everyone. All my clients, they say at the end, they like are like shouting it from the rooftops. They're like, I mean, you guys have probably seen my testimonials like all over the place like this. My clients say, I say, what would you tell somebody that was deciding whether or not to sign up? And they say, just do it. Just take the leap of faith. You'll be sweating from every single pore and you'll be squinting your eyes and your heart will be beating out of your chest. Just freaking do it. It worked. I thought it wasn't going to work for me as well, and it worked. And here I am. Okay, we've been burned by diet culture, right? We've tried all the things, but this is new and different. And remember, I'll give you your money back. Okay, now the thing with the money back guarantee, I will share a little bit on that. You can't just like sign up and then not like listen to the coaching calls or listen to your lessons. You have to do the work, right? But you're already spending more time now not actually solving it, like in your head, like just over analyzing, over calculating, overing, spinning your wheels, wasting time, wasting energy, wasting money. At least this time you're investing in something that's going to give you the return that you actually want. Isn't that so cool? So let's see. What if I want to quit? I literally am going to make it impossible for you to quit. Every day, I'm like, you got to pop in your daily download, right? And you've got the whole community with you, pulling you up, right? This program, it makes it impossible to quit. I'm going to teach you how to keep going without motivation. So a lot of people think like, I just need to muster up enough motivation. I need to just keep the inspiration alive. I'm like, no, you don't. It's very unreliable. Motivation, inspiration is very unreliable. It's great when you have it, right? But you don't need endless motivation to succeed. I'm going to teach you how to keep going even when the motivation or the inspiration or whatever wanes. Okay. Let's see, what else do you guys have? Other questions. Ooh, I'm a little concerned about the group. I'm not a group person. Yes, this is totally normal. We used to offer group and one-on-one, but the group is by far the best if you want to lose weight for the last time, right? It's the fastest, it's the most effective. Again, if you're nervous, you can kind of hang back, but my guess is you're not going to be nervous after a couple weeks. You're going to be like, oh, they all like kind of spoke up and they didn't die. It's totally fine. So when you normalize your pain and what you're going through, there's a feeling of like being held and like a giant exhale. And it's just easier to move forward when you're not like beating yourself up and shaming yourself, right? Okay, let's see. Nothing else has worked. Why would this work? Let's see. I'm just trying to read these. Okay, you guys have any questions on Instagram? Yes. Okay. So anything that's ever been created in the world, it didn't work on the first iteration, most likely, right? Like my computer right here, my phone, this French press, this insulated water bottle, this amazing pen, right? The first couple tries or several or even thousands, right? Thomas Edison with the light bulb, I think it was like the 1100 try or whatever, something in the thousands. Everything you've ever tried, anything that other people, like my husband is a scientist, like he iterates and iterates and iterates. This is the last iteration that you need to do. Okay. So I mean, you'll hear this all the time, but a lot of accomplishments, a lot of like really big deals, things in your life, a lot of failures. One of like getting pregnant. Oh my God, I like failed on my quote unquote failed, right? I try to get pregnant so many times. Keep going. This is the time. I promise you. This work that we do, it gets to the root of the problem. It's not a band-aid. We're not solving for symptoms. We're solving the root cause as to why you don't weigh what you want to weigh. I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit nervous. I kind of went over this, but like, yeah, exactly. Do it scared. This is a big investment. And of course, you haven't solved it yet. So you're like, oh my God, I have all this evidence that's not going to work. Totally right. Totally normal. I say just bring your fear and come. Right. And you might be like really exhilarated too. It might be really exciting and really fun. It's usually a combination for my clients. Okay. So if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down and you're like, yes, 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 make sure that you either get yourself on the wait list if you're watching this after this has been recorded, or if you're watching this live, go to lauraconley.com, click work with me and fill out the application, get it in because you want to get your spot. Okay, I heard the mention of no flour, no sugar several times. Is this what you teach? This is so good. I tried that with Whole30 6 years ago, and that's honestly what started the spiral. Do you eliminate food groups? This is such a good question. Some clients do decide to give up sugar and flour. Hold on. It can really help balance your hunger hormones, but I definitely don't teach you to remove food groups. Although I will say sugar and flour are not food groups, right? They're really not. They're foods, they're substances. Like, and again, I'm not like villainizing them. I eat them still sometimes, right? So do my clients. They're not bad or wrong. It's just like, are they serving us? Are they serving me? Right? So I'm going to teach you how to create a Yummy Mummy map, a Yummy Mummy protocol that you love and want to follow and that creates weight loss. It's and in both. It's not either or. It's not you're starving and what you're eating sucks or you're eating all the things and you're gaining weight like it's your job, right? So no sugar, no flour can make it easier for your hunger hormones and all your other hormones too, not to mention your sex hormones. Like if you're perimenopausal, menopausal, like you balancing your hunger hormones is just going to like cascade and help all of your other hormones, right? We want our hormones to come into balance. They're everything. So when you give up sugar and flour, and most of my clients don't give it up completely, they still have like what we call a Yummy Mummy Munchie every week or twice a week or a small one once a day or whatever. Everyone has a different custom Yummy Mummy map or protocol. But most clients do still have some sometimes. But it really helps to, like I do one a week and most clients will do one a week. But when you give up sugar and flour, it's gonna like me talking about it might feel like really anxiety producing or really uncomfortable. And I promise you it's better over there. It's so much better. I promise, because you won't have the cravings. They really, sugar and flour now they've proven really acts like a drug inside your brain. So you crave it, right? But this is not required. You don't have to give up sugar and flour. And if you do decide to try to let go of some foods or substances that might not be serving you, I'm going to help you with your mindset and your desire. So right now, you have most likely an over desire for food, which causes you to overeat food, which causes you to be over your natural weight. So if we can lower your desire, which is what we do in the program, you're gonna have a natural desire for food. You're gonna eat a natural amount of food. And you're gonna weigh your natural weight. Now, people are like, what does natural weight mean? You know what it is. You know, you can guess. I always say guess a range, but your natural weight is you weighing what you want to weigh, you when you're eating food for what it's for, which is for fuel, right? Most of the time, right? There's still time for joy eats and all of that. It just can't be like all day, every day. We can't be eating the cupcakes all day, every day and weigh what we want to weigh, most likely. So that's what I want to share with you is that you can let go of some foods, you can test it out. I'm going to teach you exactly step by step. It's a very step-by-step process in terms of how I teach you to make a map that works for your lifestyle, your personality, what you like. But again, it's not required to give up. You can eat every single substance, food group, whatever you want to call it in the world and weigh what you want. I just think it's easier because then you don't have the cravings as much. And you're not hungry for hormonal reasons, right? So when we get that desire down, doesn't even take that long, natural desire, then you're going to eat a natural amount, you're going to have natural hunger, and then what? You're going to weigh your natural weight, right? You're going to bottom out at your natural weight. It's so crazy. People are like, oh my God, I can't even believe this. Okay, so I get this all the time. You guys are saying on Zoom, you're like, I want to do this, but I'm so scared to tell my husband. So your wife, your partner, the person that you talk to about big decisions. I always talk to my husband when I'm making a big decision, when I'm going to spend $5,000. Like, of course, right? But what I would say is take a minute and really decide, like, is this something that you want to do? Do you want to do the Yummy Mummy experience? Why do you want to do it? Why do you want to lose weight for the last time? Why is this so important to you? Why is this one of the most important things? Really know in your heart, because when you go and you take this conversation to your partner, it's important that you're convicted and you know what you want. If you go and you're like wishy-washy, they're gonna sense the wishy-washiness and they're like, I don't think you should do that. It sounds like right? So know if you want to do it and why, right? I had this one client that like she always talks about this. She's like, I got the fire ready. I got us a glass of wine. I like had written everything down about like, why I wanted to do this, why it was important. Now the other thing and then she ended up signing up, but the other thing I'll say is that I get so many clients that were like, oh, my husband, like my partner, like literally was like, yeah, you should totally do that. So don't be that freaked out. Your person might be way more supportive than you think they're going to be. Like, be willing to be surprised. And I get it. Like, first time I signed up for a coaching program, I was like, my knees were like shaky bringing it to my husband. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to figure this out, but I'm going to figure this out. So I never want to convince you to do the Yummy Mummy experience. Instead, what I would rather do is sell you on the fact that you are resourceful. So if you want to do this, if you know that this is the thing for you, you'll figure it out. You'll get resourceful. That's what I did, right? The first coaching program I did, one of the first actually, was really expensive. And I was like, I have no idea. But when I started thinking, I know I'm going to figure this out, I started to figure it out. And then I figured it out. Voila, right? It felt really crazy at the beginning. Okay, what about, okay. So you guys are asking about like how much time it takes. You're worried about, my guess is you're worried about like, it's not the right time. Do I have enough time? So I like for you to allocate, about 3, give or take, hours a week for this. And some people are like, yeah, I can totally do that. I totally can get on board. And some people are like, oh God, 3 hours? Like, I don't, like, that's a lot. I'm like, how much are you spending on this problem right now and not actually solving it? I mean, meal prep. People meal prep. I don't even teach meal prep. People, I mean, you can meal prep if you want, but like, and I don't meal prep like at all. It's hilarious. It's a joke. So people will spend like 6 hours meal prepping. Like, what if you spent like an hour on a walk listening to something that really lights you up and you're really learning and changing? That's like such a good investment. 3 hours, right? So, and then people will be like, well, I'll just do it in April. I'll just do it later. I'll just do. You guys, there's always going to be a reason as to why it's not the right time. And I actually don't want it to be like the right time because I want shit to be hitting the fan when you're losing weight so you have the skill to keep it off. We have to learn how to lose weight and keep it off and maintain it when we're on vacation, when somebody gets really sick, when our daughter is having some issues with some friends at school and it's like really painful, right? Like, I don't want shit to hit the fan in your life, of course. I want you to have like this beautiful, perfect life. I mean, not really, because that's a whole other conversation, but you get my point, right? I want life things to happen inside the container of the Yummy Mummy so that we can build the skills and sharpen the tools and make sure you are armed with all the correct strategies for you so that you can do life, so that you have like crazy confidence. That's what people will always say. Like, you can also read this in my testimonials as well. As people will say, you know what? Like, I really, really am like so excited that I lost weight for the last time, but like, what's even better is I know I'm not going to gain it back. Is like the confidence that I'm just like not going to gain it back. Like that is, oh my God, that's it's priceless, priceless, priceless. Totally awesome. Right? So you want to sign up when you don't have a pristine like 6 weeks or 3 months. You want to have life. Now, you want to be able to dedicate some time to this, right? And you can, I promise you. Like, just look at your phone. You guys get those weekly, do you guys get those weekly reports that tell you like how much time you've been on your phone? Yeah, you have 3 hours. I promise you. Okay, so we want vacations, we want holidays, we want this to fit into our lives. We don't want to change our lives because it's not sustainable. That's probably another reason why this didn't work in the past. I really believe that you do have the time. Okay. Um, okay, let's see. What else do we want to talk about? What other questions do you guys have? I'm just scanning through these. Um, okay. Is 6 months all we need? I talked about this a little bit before, but yes, yes. At the end, I'm going to teach you exactly, it's called the Yummy Mummy for Life, the plan, like exactly what to do for the rest of your life. Let's see. I don't do private one-on-one coaching anymore just because okay, so just to like paint the picture, somebody offered me a crazy amount of money to do one-on-one coaching with them. I thought about it for like 2 seconds and I was like, no, it's a no because it's out of integrity. Because doing it in the group just works so much better. It's so much more effective. It's so much, it's a no. Plus, you're gonna love the group. Okay. Um, Okay, what is the basic nutrition plan? I kind of went over that as well. But like I said before, I teach blood sugar balance and hunger hormone balance. And so you're going to create a custom protocol that works for you. Okay. It's going to work for your body and your lifestyle. What other questions do you guys have? Anyone else? Are there additional courses? Okay, so after the Yummy Mummy experience is over, you're going to have every tool in your toolbox that you need to maintain your weight loss. And maybe you might still have like 5 more pounds to lose. That's another question I get all the time. What if I only have 5 pounds to lose? What if I have 100 pounds to lose? It literally doesn't matter. If this is something that you want, come and get it. But I teach you everything you need to know. Now, if you want, sometimes clients want to do more, right? So I have a program called the Yummy Mummy Masters, and that's $5,000 as well. It's a lifetime access, so you get access to everything. But again, you don't need to do the Yummy Mummy Masters. It's just if you want to do it, okay? And what we do inside there is we take all the tools that we've learned and we start applying them to all different areas of our life. Like our time, our self-care, our marriages, our parenting, our relationships, our money, like all kinds of different things. We do a retreat inside the Yummy Mummy Masters. It's really super fun. Any other questions, you guys? This is like really thorough. Okay, so if you guys have more questions, you can just email us. So my email is laura@lauraconley.com, and you can go ahead and email us. Everything that you probably need to know is on lauraconley.com. Just click that work with me. But go ahead and get your application. Oh, I see a lot of applications already coming in. So fun. Okay, so go ahead and get your application in if you haven't already, and we will get back to you within the next hour or so, and we'll let you know, and then you can go ahead and sign up, and we are gonna start tomorrow. We're gonna lose weight for the last time. Today, it's a great day to decide to lose weight for the last time. This is a decision that you can make. You can decide. And by not deciding, you are making a decision. You're actually voting for your past self. We have to do something different if we want different results, right? Have you guys heard that definition of insanity? It's like doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. I talk about this all the time because that's what we do. We're like, oh, well, keto didn't work, so I'll do Weight Watchers. And then Weight Watchers didn't work, so I'll just do, I don't know, Ideal Protein or whatever. It's like, it's all the same things. Unless you balance your hunger hormones, you rewire your brain, you feel your feelings, you learn inner accountability, and you have fun love integrated in there, it's just going to keep giving you the same result. And if that's what you want, that's fine, no judgment. But if you want a new and different result and you want permanence in this area and you want to be done, come and get it. Because on the other side of done, what's there? Some of us don't even know. Like, you're done. What, can you write your book? Can you just play on the floor with your kids without worrying about it? Maybe start your business. Maybe like actually not dread your life. It is worth everything because it's really, yes, it's about losing weight for the last time, but it's also about what's on the other side. It's about what we're not even willing to dream because we're so worried about this, right? I have so many clients that are like, oh my God, now that I've solved this, like sky's the limit. It happened to me too. And I was like, holy shit. I'm like, I just solved the thing that I thought was unsolvable. I really thought there was no answer to this. I had accepted defeat. I really had. And then I had my daughter and I was like, over my dead body while I pass this down to her, I am going to crack the code. And I did. And it's my mission now to help every single other mama, woman crack the code for themselves. And I have the code. So come and get it because you deserve it. That's because you deserve it. You're allowed to want this and you're allowed to have it. So come apply. Let's do this. Let's lose weight for the last time. It's going to be so fun. You're going to blow your own mind. It is good. You're going to be like, I can't believe I almost did not do this. It really is the best investment that's out there. So go to lauraconley.com, click work with me, get your applications in, and we are going to start fresh tomorrow. It's the best. Oh, you know what I was thinking of too is my friend who's a coach, she's a breakup coach, and she was talking about her client. She's like, what if your car broke down and it cost $5,000 to fix it? You would fix it. It's like a lot of us are walking around in like these broken bodies, right? And it's not our fault. Again, we've been trained from diet culture and the food industry to eat in this way and to operate in this way. So it's totally not our fault. But just because it's not our fault doesn't mean we can't solve for it. Doesn't mean we can't be the ones that go and get the solution. She's like, you would get it fixed. So be willing to fix, right? And again, you're not broken. The system is broken and it's seeped inside your brain. So that's why we got to get it out so that you can live your best life. Live your best life. You really did not think that there was a solution to this. And on the other side, right? I'm like, oh my God, I lost weight for the last time. I guess I could do anything. And that's why I go around and I'm like, I'm going to help a million moms be free. I'm going to free the moms. Free the hashtag free the moms. I'm going to help all the moms solve this once and for freaking all. And I'm going to help a million at least. And I fully believe that because I lost weight for the last time. So I know I can do anything. That's what you get too. Okay. I will for real end unless there's any other questions. You guys are the best. Thanks for being here. And I will see you down the yummy mummy road.